Ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly while others struggle to make ends meet? In this video, we're diving deep into the secrets of the rich that the poor don't know from the Millionaire Mindset by Harv Eker. We'll uncover 17 eye-opening insights that could transform your mindset and pave the way for financial success. From thinking big to embracing opportunities, each secret offers a key to unlocking the millionaire mindset within you. So if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck and ready to take control of your financial future, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a newfound understanding of what it takes to think and act like a millionaire. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because trust me, you won't want to miss out on the wealth of knowledge we're about to share. All right, let's get started by talking about first secret of the rich. That is thinking big versus thinking small. Picture this, you wake up in the morning and you've got two options on your plate, a big, juicy goal or a small, bite-sized dream. Now let's say your big goal is to start your own business and revolutionize an industry. You're thinking about the impact you could make, the lives you could change, and the legacy you could leave behind. It's like setting sail on a vast ocean with endless possibilities stretching out before you. On the flip side, imagine your small dream is just to get through the day without any hiccups. You're playing it safe, sticking to your comfort zone, and avoiding any risks or challenges. It's like staying in the shallow end of the pool, where you can touch the bottom and feel secure. Here's the thing, rich people aren't afraid to dream big. They set audacious goals that push them out of their comfort zones and into the realm of possibility. They're like explorers charting new territories with the courage to venture into the unknown. Meanwhile, poor people often limit themselves with small thinking. They're afraid to aim high, fearing failure or rejection. It's like building a tiny sandcastle instead of a towering sandcastle because they're afraid it might crumble. So, ask yourself, are you thinking big or thinking small? Are you content with playing it safe? Or are you ready to unleash your full potential and chase after your wildest dreams? Remember, the size of your dreams determines the size of your success. Now let's move to the next secret. Rich people choose to get paid based on results. Poor people choose to get paid based on time. Rich people have a unique perspective when it comes to getting paid. Instead of trading their precious time for a fixed wage, they focus on getting compensated based on results. It's all about efficiency and effectiveness. Imagine this, you have two neighbors, John and Sarah. John works a traditional 9-to-5 job, where he earns a set salary for the hours he puts in each day. Sarah, on the other hand, runs her own online business. She puts in the work up front, creating valuable products and services, and then earns money based on the results she generates. Now, here's where the secrets of the rich that the poor don't know comes into play. Rich people understand that their income potential is not limited by the number of hours in a day. Instead, it's determined by the value they create and the impact they make. They're not trading time for money. They're leveraging their skills and resources to generate wealth in a scalable way. Poor people, on the other hand, often fall into the trap of trading their time for a paycheck. They're stuck in the cycle of working harder and longer hours to make ends meet, but their income remains stagnant. It's like running on a treadmill. You're expending energy, but you're not really going anywhere. So, the next time you think about how you want to earn money, consider whether you're getting paid based on time or results. Because as the author teaches us, the path to true wealth lies in focusing on value creation and results, not just the hours you clock in. Now let's move to the next secret. Rich people think both. Poor people think either or. Imagine you meet two friends. Let's call them Rich Rick and Poor Pete. Now, Rich Rick is the kind of guy who sees the world as a land of endless possibilities, like a treasure trove waiting to be discovered. Poor Pete, on the other hand, sees life as a series of either-or scenarios, like a fork in the road with only two options. So, one day, Rich Rick and Poor Pete decide to start their own business. Rich Rick says, "Why not offer both physical and digital products? That way, we cater to customers who love the convenience of online shopping and those who prefer to touch and feel the products in person." He's thinking both, expanding the horizons and maximizing opportunities. Now poor Pete, on the flip side, insists, we can either sell online or open a brick-and-mortar store. We can't do both. He's stuck in either or mode, limiting their options and potentially missing out on a broader customer base. Picture it like this. Rich Rick is like a chef in a kitchen, with a pantry stocked full of ingredients. He's not afraid to mix and match flavors, creating new and exciting dishes. Poor Pete, however, is like a diner who only orders from the set menu, unwilling to try anything outside of his comfort zone. The key takeaway here is that rich people have a mindset of abundance. They believe there's more than enough to go around and embrace both options. Poor people, on the other hand, operate from a place of scarcity, limiting themselves to either or choices. So, next time you're faced with a decision, think like Rich Rick and consider the possibility of both. You might just discover a whole new world of opportunities. I hope this video is useful for you. If you want more videos like this, please comment book and I'll keep making them. All right, now let's talk about the next secret, that is, rich people focus on opportunities, poor people focus on obstacles. You see, rich people have this incredible knack for spotting opportunities wherever they go. It's like they have a radar tuned to success. Whether it's a new business venture, a chance encounter, or a problem waiting to be solved, they see potential everywhere. Now, imagine you're hiking through a dense forest. Rich people, they're like the adventurers who eagerly explore every trail, curious about what they might discover around the next bend. They're not daunted by the thick underbrush or the occasional fallen tree blocking their path. Instead, they see each obstacle as an opportunity to blaze a new trail. On the flip side, poor people tend to fixate on the obstacles rather than the opportunities. They're like the hikers who get discouraged at the first sign of a fallen tree and turn back, missing out on the breathtaking views that await them at the summit. It's not that they lack the ability to overcome obstacles, it's just that their focus is in the wrong place. So, the next time you find yourself facing a challenge, ask yourself, am I focusing on the obstacles or the opportunities? Remember, where you focus your attention determines your direction in life. Now let's move to the next secret, that is, rich people associate with positive, successful people. Poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. Ever heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together? Well, there's some truth to that. Rich people, they're like magnets for other successful, positive-minded individuals. They're drawn to people who uplift them, inspire them, and challenge them to be their best selves. Picture this. You're at a party, surrounded by movers and shakers, entrepreneurs, innovators, go-getters. The energy in the room is electric, buzzing with possibility and ambition. These are the kind of people rich people rub elbows with, because they know that success breeds success. Now let's flip the script. Poor people, unfortunately, often find themselves stuck in a cycle of negativity and failure. They're like moths drawn to a flickering flame, except instead of light, they're drawn to drama, gossip, and misery. They surround themselves with people who complain, make excuses, and blame others for their own shortcomings. It's like hanging out in a dark alley, surrounded by shadows and whispers of doubt. There's no sunshine, no growth, just a stagnant pool of negativity. As Warren Buffett once said, it's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. So ask yourself, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they lifting you up or dragging you down? Because when it comes to success, your circle matters more than you think. Now let's talk about the next secret of the rich. That is, rich people know what they want, and they are committed to getting it. Poor people just want to be rich. Imagine you're at a buffet, and you see someone who knows exactly what they want. They march straight to the seafood section for those succulent crab legs. That's the rich mindset, clear, decisive, and focused. On the flip side, picture someone wandering aimlessly around the buffet, piling their plate with a mishmash of random items because they're not sure what they really want. That's the poor mindset of vague desires without a clear plan of action. Now let's break it down. Rich people have specific goals in mind, whether it's owning a successful business, achieving financial independence, or traveling the world. They visualize their dreams with crystal clarity, and they're willing to put in the work to make them a reality. Poor people, on the other hand, often fall into the trap of wanting to be rich without a clear understanding of what that actually means to them. It's like aiming for a target without taking the time to aim. You're shooting blind and hoping for the best. So what's the takeaway here? It's simple. Clarity leads to action, and action leads to results. If you want to live like the rich, take the time to figure out what you truly want in life, and then go after it with everything you've got. Because at the end of the day, it's not about just wanting to be rich. It's about knowing what you want and being committed to making it happen. All right, now, let's move on to the next secret. That is, rich people are willing to promote themselves and their value. Poor people think negatively about selling and promotion. Ever noticed how successful individuals have no qualms about putting themselves out there? That's because rich people are willing to promote themselves and their value without hesitation. They understand that showcasing what they bring to the table is essential for opening doors to opportunities and success. Now, on the flip side, many people who find themselves on the lower end of the financial spectrum tend to view selling and promotion in a negative light. It's like they've got this mental block against the idea, thinking it's somehow sleazy or distasteful. But here's the thing. If you're not willing to advocate for yourself and your abilities, who will? Picture this scenario. You've got a brilliant idea for a product or service that could genuinely make a difference in people's lives. The rich mindset would have you shouting it from the rooftops, spreading the word far and wide about how your offering can solve a problem or fulfill a need. But if you're stuck in the poor mindset, you might hesitate to even mention it, fearing rejection or criticism. And here's where we tie it back to the heart of our discussion, the secrets of the rich that the poor don't know. One of these secrets is the willingness to step into the spotlight and confidently promote yourself and your value. It's about embracing opportunities to share your gifts with the world, without reservation or apology. So whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a budding artist, or a professional looking to climb the career ladder, remember this: don't shy away from self-promotion. Embrace it as a powerful tool on your journey to mastering the millionaire mindset. After all, if you've got something valuable to offer, why keep it a secret? Now let's talk about the next secret. Rich people believe, I create my life. Poor people believe, life happens to me. Picture two neighbors, Sarah and Mike. Sarah is a successful entrepreneur while Mike struggles to make ends meet working a 9-to-5 job he dislikes. Sarah wakes up every morning with a sense of purpose. She believes that she's the author of her own story, so she's always looking for ways to write the next chapter. When faced with challenges, she sees them as opportunities for growth. For example, when her business hit a rough patch, instead of blaming external factors, she brainstormed innovative solutions and pivoted her strategy. Now, let's turn to Mike. He feels like life is something that happens to him, rather than something he actively shapes. When he encounters setbacks, he blames fate or bad luck. For instance, when he didn't get the promotion he hoped for, he attributed it to office politics, rather than considering how he could improve his skills or approach. Imagine life as a blank canvas. Sarah sees it as her masterpiece, eagerly picking up her paintbrush and adding vibrant colors to the canvas of her dreams. Meanwhile, Mike sits back passively, watching as the canvas fills with random splatters, feeling powerless to change the outcome. The truth is, life isn't a spectator sport. It's an interactive experience. Like Sarah, you have the power to shape your destiny, one decision at a time. So, the next time life throws you a curveball, ask yourself, will you let it define you, or will you seize the opportunity to create something extraordinary? All right, now let's move to the next secret. That is, rich people manage their money well, and poor people mismanage their money. Rich people, they're like the savvy captains of their financial ship. They know where every penny goes, they budget smartly, and they're always thinking ahead. Picture this. You've got two friends. Let's call them Sarah and Mike. Now, Sarah is what you might call financially savvy. She budgets her money carefully, tracks her expenses, and saves a portion of her income each month. When unexpected expenses pop up, like a car repair or a medical bill, Sarah's got it covered because she's built up an emergency fund. She also invests wisely, whether it's in stocks, real estate, or retirement accounts, allowing her money to grow over time. Now, let's talk about Mike. He's a good guy, but when it comes to money, he's a bit reckless. He lives paycheck to paycheck, spending his entire income on fancy dinners, gadgets, and nights out with friends. When those unexpected expenses come up, Mike's left scrambling to cover the costs, often resorting to high-interest credit cards or loans. He doesn't think much about saving for the future or investing his money. It's all about instant gratification for Mike. Now think about your own life. Are you more like Sarah, carefully managing your money and planning for the future? Or are you more like Mike, living for today without much thought for tomorrow? The way you handle your finances can have a huge impact on your long-term financial success. So take a page out of Sarah's book and start being more intentional with your money. Your future self will thank you for it. Now let's talk about the next secret. Rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. Imagine you're faced with a mountain of bills, deadlines looming at work, and your car just broke down. It feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, right? Well, here's where the rich and the poor differ. Rich people, they tackle their problems head-on, like a seasoned captain navigating rough seas. They see challenges as opportunities to flex their problem-solving muscles. Picture this. You're in the middle of a bustling city, weaving through traffic like a pro, finding shortcuts and alternate routes to reach your destination faster. That's how the rich approach their problems, with resilience and resourcefulness. Now, let's flip the script. Poor people, unfortunately, tend to shrink in the face of adversity. They let their problems tower over them like giants, feeling powerless to overcome them. Imagine you're in a dark room, surrounded by shadows that seem to grow larger with each passing moment. That's how it feels when you let your problems consume you, suffocating and overwhelming. Here's the thing, the size of your problems doesn't determine your success, it's your mindset. Rich individuals understand that obstacles are just temporary roadblocks on the journey to success. They roll up their sleeves and get to work, knowing that every problem has a solution waiting to be discovered. So, the next time life throws a curveball your way, remember, you're bigger than your problems. Channel your inner resilience and tackle them with confidence. Who knows, you might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of achieving. Now let's talk about the next secret. Rich people are excellent receivers. Poor people are poor receivers. Imagine you're at a party and someone offers you a compliment. Rich receivers graciously accept it, letting the positive energy lift them up. They understand the value of acknowledging and appreciating kindness. Now, picture the poor receiver at the same party. When they receive a compliment, they brush it off or deflect, unable to internalize the positivity. It's like they're wearing an invisible shield that deflects any form of praise or recognition. Let's take it a step further. Imagine you're at a job interview, and the interviewer offers you constructive feedback. A rich receiver listens attentively, taking notes and using the feedback to improve themselves. They see it as an opportunity for growth. On the other hand, the poor receiver becomes defensive, unable to accept criticism. They may even dismiss the feedback entirely, missing out on a chance to develop their skills and abilities. So whether it's receiving compliments, feedback, or opportunities, remember, being a rich receiver means being open, grateful, and willing to embrace the abundance that life has to offer. All right, now let's move to the next secret, that is, rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game to lose. Rich people are like those chess grandmasters, strategizing every move to come out on top. For them, making money isn't just about survival. It's about thriving, building empires, and leaving a legacy. Now picture this. You're at a casino, and there are two types of players. On one side, you've got the high rollers, the ones who play to win big. They're not afraid to take risks because they know that with great risk comes great reward. They're not just hoping for a lucky break. They're actively working to create their own luck. On the other side, you've got the timid players, the ones who play it safe, sticking to the penny slots and hoping to hit the jackpot by sheer chance. They're not really playing to win, they're just biding their time, hoping to get lucky and strike it rich without putting in the effort. Now, let's bring it back to real life. Rich people approach the money game with a winning mentality. They're proactive, resourceful, and always on the lookout for new opportunities to grow their wealth. They understand that success doesn't just happen, you have to make it happen. Poor people, unfortunately, often approach the money game with a defeatist attitude. They see themselves as victims of circumstance, resigned to a life of financial struggle. Instead of taking control of their financial destiny, they let fear and self-doubt hold them back, playing the game not to win, but to avoid losing. It's like being on a basketball court. The rich are playing offense, constantly driving towards the hoop and scoring points, while the poor are stuck playing defense, just trying to keep the ball out of their own basket. So ask yourself, are you playing to win or playing not to lose? The choice is yours. Now let's move to the next secret. Rich people have their money work hard for them. Poor people work hard for their money. Imagine you have a team of little workers like ants diligently building wealth for you while you sleep. That's what it means for your money to work hard. Now picture this. You're at a job, working long hours to earn a paycheck. You're trading your time and energy for money, just like most people do. But here's the thing. While you're busy working, the rich are making their money work for them. They invest in things like stocks, real estate, or businesses that generate passive income. It's like having a money-making machine that churns out profits without you having to lift a finger. Now, let's say you decide to invest some of your hard-earned money in stocks. Every month, you receive dividends, a portion of the company's profits, without having to do anything extra. That's your money working for you, making more money while you focus on other things in your life. Meanwhile, if you're solely reliant on your job for income, you're stuck in a cycle of trading time for money. You work harder and longer hours to earn more, but there's a limit to how much you can earn without burning out. So, the next time you get paid, think about how you can put your money to work for you. Whether it's through investing, starting a side hustle, or building passive income streams, remember that wealth isn't just about how much you earn, it's about how smartly you use what you have to create more. All right, now let's move to the next secret, that is, rich people focus on their net worth, poor people focus on their income. Imagine two individuals, both earning $50,000 a year. One of them is solely focused on increasing their paycheck, while the other is more concerned with growing their overall wealth. The first person might work overtime, take on extra jobs, or constantly seek higher-paying positions. While there's nothing wrong with aiming for a higher income, it's important to consider the bigger picture. Meanwhile, the second person is focused on building assets, investing wisely, and increasing their net worth over time. They understand that true financial security comes from accumulating wealth, not just earning a higher salary. Think of it like building a sturdy house. The rich focus on laying a solid foundation, investing in bricks and mortar that will stand the test of time. The poor, on the other hand, may be more concerned with adding flashy features to their house without ensuring its structural integrity. Now, back to our title. Secrets of the Rich That the Poor Don't Know from the Millionaire Mindset by Harv Eker. This concept perfectly embodies one of those secrets. The rich prioritize their net worth, while the poor often overlook its importance in favor of chasing a higher income. So if you're looking to truly adopt the millionaire mindset, it's essential to shift your focus from just earning money to building lasting wealth. Remember, it's not just about how much you make, but how much you keep and grow over time. All right, let's move to the next secret, that is, rich people act despite fear. Poor people let fear stop them, that little voice in our heads that says, you can't do it. Rich people, they hear that voice too, but you know what they do? They don't let it hold them back. They push through it like a bulldozer through a snowbank. Picture this, you've got this big dream, right? Maybe it's starting your own business or traveling the world. But then fear creeps in, whispering doubts and what-ifs. Rich people, they acknowledge the fear, but they don't let it boss them around. They roll up their sleeves and dive in headfirst, like a kid jumping into a pool on a hot summer day. Now let's talk about poor people. They hear that same voice of fear, and you know what they do? They freeze. They let fear call the shots, like a puppet master pulling the strings. They stay stuck in their comfort zones, playing it safe and missing out on all the adventures life has to offer. Imagine you're at the edge of a cliff, right? It's scary as heck, but you know there's something amazing waiting for you on the other side. Rich people, they take a deep breath and take that leap of faith, knowing that the thrill of the unknown is worth the risk. Poor people, they stand there, paralyzed by fear, watching as opportunity passes them by. So here's the deal. Fear is natural, but it doesn't have to control you. The next time fear comes knocking, channel your inner rich person and face it head on. After all, the only way to conquer fear is to confront it. Now let's talk about the next secret. That is, rich people constantly learn and grow. Poor people think they already know. Picture this, you're in school, right? Remember that one kid who always had their hand up, eager to learn something new? That's the rich mindset right there. Always hungry for knowledge, always looking for ways to grow. Now, think about the person who sits in the back, barely paying attention because they think they know it all already. That's the poor mindset. Stagnant, closed off to new ideas, and ultimately missing out on opportunities to improve. But here's the thing. Life is like a giant classroom, and there's always something new to learn. Rich people understand this. They're like sponges, soaking up information from books, podcasts, mentors, you name it. They know that every lesson, every experience is a chance to grow and evolve. On the flip side, poor people often fall into the trap of thinking they've reached their peak. They get comfortable in their bubble, afraid to step out of their comfort zone and try something new. But here's the truth. Growth only happens when you're willing to challenge yourself and push beyond your limits. So whether it's picking up a new skill, exploring a different perspective, or seeking out opportunities for personal development, remember, the journey of learning never ends. All right, let's talk about the next secret. Rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people resent successful people. You see, rich people, they look at someone successful and they're like, wow, that's inspiring. They admire the hustle, the hard work, and the dedication it took to get there. But now let's flip the script a bit. Imagine you're with a group of friends and one of them starts talking about this new promotion they got at work or the dream vacation they just booked. How do you and your friends react? Well, here's where things get interesting. Poor people, they might feel a twinge of jealousy or resentment. They start thinking, why them and not me? They focus on what they don't have instead of celebrating someone else's success. Now, let's break this down a bit further. Imagine you're at a family gathering and your cousin announces that they've just bought their dream house. How do you respond? Well, if you're operating from a rich mindset, you're genuinely happy for them. You congratulate them, maybe even ask for a tour of the place. But if you're stuck in a poor mindset, you might feel a pang of envy. You start comparing yourself to them, wondering why they have it all while you're still struggling. So, how you react to other people's success says a lot about your mindset. If you're constantly resenting others for their achievements, you're only holding yourself back. But if you can learn to admire and celebrate the success of others, you'll open yourself up to a world of possibility and abundance. And there you have it, guys. Secrets of the Rich That the Poor Don't Know from the Millionaire Mindset by Harv Eker. Remember, wealth is not just about money, it's a mindset. By adopting the habits and attitudes of the wealthy, you too can unlock a world of abundance and prosperity. So go out there and start thinking like a millionaire. And for those craving more insights, don't miss the chance to dive into any audiobook of your choosing for free. Find the link strategically placed below this video. You can also find a list of suggested books and where to buy them. The purpose of this video is to educate you on various aspects of what you need to know about trading versus investing, and not to give you any specific advice. It may involve risks and uncertainties, and you should always do your own research and consult with qualified professionals before making any financial decisions. Now, if you want to learn the 7 habits of highly effective people, I recommend you watch this video next. Do not hesitate to share this video. It may help someone. Subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts on today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.